Okay, welcome into Better in Green's Monday Live. It's been a little while since we've been on here. Again, a little hectic with traveling around Thanksgiving. I know hunting season started back up. So we just, life gets in the way, but we're excited to talk about tonight's bets. And we got Monday Night Football. Not the greatest of games. We got the Battle of Texas between Houston and Dallas. Again, Dallas without Dak is maybe one of the worst teams in the league. So that's going to be an interesting game. We do have a couple NBA games starting up here in about half hour, and then we do have a couple NHL games as well. College basketball. I am watching Michigan suck it up right now against Miami of Ohio. So college basketball is a little sporadic at the moment, but we do have some decent slates or decent games on this slate. Quickly talking about this NFL game. I mean, it's a tough situation. Houston's off an emotional loss to Detroit. Detroit came clawing back, held Houston scoreless in the second half, then hit a 50-something yarder to win the game. Dallas is without Dak and got destroyed by the Eagles the other week. So it's really hard for me to get the read. The line has moved to 7.5 now, which is a pivotal number in the betting world. Again, everyone's on Houston. I don't really blame them. But that 7.5 does make things interesting. The over under is at 41.5. So we'll talk about that game in a second. But Ethan, how you doing? Did you get any luck hunting this weekend?
No luck. Didn't even see anything. But a fun time as always. More up there for the camaraderie, just hanging out. But yeah, good weekend. Actually a really profitable weekend for me. I only bet I made Friday was Jake Paul by decision, so that was super easy. The most free bet probably in the history of bets, to be honest with you. Um, had a great college football Saturday, 4-1. And then finished off yesterday with broke even. Well, we were slightly down in NFL, but one NBA, one in NHL. So small profit yesterday, but yeah, good weekend. Glad to be back. Yeah, a lot coming up here in the next month or two with holidays and things. So yeah, it's gonna be sporadic for us to get on here, but excited every time that we get to go live and talk the slate.
Yeah, we do have again, like you said, and it's an interesting time. College football is winding down. We are on to week 13, week 12, week 13 in college football. Me and Ethan are actually going to be attending the Michigan game this weekend. So if anyone's in Ann Arbor, let us know. And then NFL, we're well into the season, well over halfway. Big news for us Lions fans. The Lions are now the Super Bowl favorite. I don't know. I didn't think there was going to be a day in my life I would see that or hear that or um, talk about that. So it is crazy that Detroit is a Super Bowl favorite. As I said, NHL, NBA are in full swing. College basketball is just getting started. So there's a lot going on. What sport or event would you like to hit first here?
Yeah, just really quick to touch on the Lions. Yeah, just insane. Just it's really weird. This must be how Ben feels every year for the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's just an odd feeling. But yeah, it's awesome. They look unstoppable. And I have a nice chunk of change on them to win anywhere from like 10-1, 11-1, 12-1, if not even higher. So I hope I can get it done. But I don't have a ton in college basketball. I have two games that I kind of want to more so talk to you about.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just start there.
I only have the Michigan bet, so I haven't really looked at the slate much at all today. So yeah, we can talk about that for sure.
Okay. Yeah, and the two games I'm looking at are actually with a look ahead spot against each other. So it's IUI, I believe that's Indiana University of Indianapolis, which used to be IUPUI, I believe, but they've rebranded. At Iowa State, looks like Iowa State's laying right around 34. Um, don't know nothing about IUI at all. I watched them actually play one game because they played at like 11 a.m. one day during work, and I just threw it on the monitor. But they do have look ahead game against Auburn next week. It is Monday, so they have a full week off, and then they do have Marquette after that. But again, there's more than a week off between that Marquette game, so Naturally, I would look to go towards IUI. Then on the flip side, we do have Auburn playing tonight against North Alabama. Auburn 29.5 point favorite. Their next game is that same Monday night game against Iowa State, and then they have Duke on deck. Um, Same thing. Wednesday, December 4th is actually their next game. Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously we love the look aheads and um, the scheduling spots. Did you look at either of those? Did any of that stick out to you?
I did not. I do usually look at the ranked games, but when the spread starts getting up in the 30s, I usually zone out there. Um, I don't hate it. I mean, I guess my favorite out of those two, again, just briefly looking at it, would be the old IUPUI on the spread, just because they're notoriously a terrible team. People are going to see a 2-2. They might get a little confused with this rebrand that they got going on here, but 2-2 against Iowa State. But again, I have a hard time laying it with the dogs or the favorite. I just have a hard time betting games when the spread is, 30 plus points. So, I like the lean. I lean both those. Look ahead spots exactly, but probably won't get involved just because, yeah, I don't know if I want to lay. I don't know. Yeah, I guess my favorite would be IUPUI, but I probably will not get involved.
Yeah, I don't think I am either because it's either you're either gonna have to play both of them or neither of them. Um, yeah, I'm gonna hang away. And I guess one more game that is kind of catching my eye: Gonzaga, San Diego State, which I think years ago this would have been a good game, but I'm seeing public all over San Diego State catching 11 points. Um, and I don't think they're necessarily the same team that maybe what the public thinks they are. Um, I guess I would lean Gonzaga on that one, but I don't know. Did you look into that one at all?
I am not, but I do. I know this early. I guess the move in college basketball is just completely fade the public. Unless if I bet on Michigan every game and then I just lose money. But unless you actually know these teams, that's usually my go-to. Ken Palm has Gonzaga winning 79-72.
Mm,
Um, but again, Ken Palm is not. He has not been great to start the season off. Um, yeah, I haven't even looked at the splits at all. But yeah, I have no problem fading either of these teams. I
yeah,
do think Gonzaga is actually going to be pretty decent this year. They just seem like they're pretty old. But I have no problem fading San Diego. I have no problem fading the Mountain West ever. So um, I don't hate it, but again, I haven't looked enough into it. That is a 10 p.m. Eastern time game. So if you're in piss after college bass or NFL or any other sport tonight, you do have some tuck me in college basketball late night tonight. But yeah, I might look into it a little bit more. And again, if you do want some more plays, we will post our plays over on Twitter if we do have some action in these games. But yeah, I would have to look a little bit at the betting split before I could give you a really good um, reasoning of why I want to bet a team or fade a team.
yeah, yeah. I'll probably hang off from college hoops tonight. It's hard early.
Yeah, and again, I have the one bet in Michigan, and it's looking like ass. So looks like I might go 0-1 for Michigan, or sorry, 0-1 college basketball, and that's either gonna make me again the late night tuck me in, or I'm just gonna stay off. Do you want to transition to NBA quickly?
Yeah,
We do have NBA starting 20 minutes, a couple games, and same thing as the actually just one game in NBA starting in 20 minutes. NHL actually has a couple games starting soon. But let's go to the NBA. I do have a lean right off the gate, and it is our Pistons. I kind of like the Bulls quite a bit at the plus 4.5. The Pistons, if you have not been watching every single game except, I guess, the last game, has been absolutely nuts at the end of the game. They have a 99-95 win against Toronto. 127-120 loss in overtime against the Bucks, a 123-121 overtime win against the Heat, a 101-99 win against the Rockets. I mean, Detroit is it's comical basketball just because and then the game before that 121-122, Atlanta the game before that 107-108. Charlotte, every single game that Detroit plays, it seems like, is an absolute heart attack at the end of the game. So they are pretty entertaining to watch, but I do like the Bulls quite a bit in this game. I saw a ridiculous stat that Detroit is like 17 out of 18 losses against their conference opponents in the last 18 games. They've lost 17. Um, Again, don't think that is. I do think Detroit's a little bit better than they are now. Um, or than they were. But I do like the Bulls. I do think Detroit's a little public as well. So that's probably my favorite NBA to start the day. But um, I haven't looked besides that game. I haven't looked much into the slate.
Yeah, I actually in the Pistons, but it's not a game I have a strong lean on or am going to get involved in. But it's like a 51% Pistons lean for me. So staying away from that one. Moving on to 7:30, I lean the Sixers. I just don't know if I can get on them. I believe Embiid's out, Maxi's still out. Um, the spot for the Heat is not good. They just played a back-to-back against Indiana Friday and Sunday. They were up in Indianapolis playing those games. Lost last night. Had to travel back down from Indy to Miami. Not a close travel whatsoever. Um, they were on a, let's see, 6 game road trip. Um, so I never really liked playing on the team coming home after that long of a road trip, especially on the back to back. And then the Sixers haven't played since Friday. So my one hesitancy here is I just don't know if I can play the Sixers. But I love the spot for them. I might get involved. Yeah, I
Yeah,
might get
I
involved.
again, I like me and you both like fading or tailing a team with their star players out, Maxi and Embiid. Um, Out tonight. I don't hate the under. I was on the under the 15th. What was that? Saturday, Friday. It was a 98-86 game. So there was a no sweat under there. Heat are a notorious under team. And then obviously the Sixers usually are an under team, even with Maxi and Embiid. So with those guys out, I don't hate the under, but again, it might be a little obvious there. So I guess a sharp play in my mind would be that the Sixers there, just on the small spread without their two-star players. I don't even know who else is on Philly. So that could be a lean for sure. Um, Other games at the 7:30 slot.
Sorry, one last thing.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna play the Sixers. Jimmy Butler is back in the lineup for the first game after
Oh,
a while.
nice.
I'm playing the
Nice.
Sixers.
Sixers at the minus or plus 4.5.
Yep.
Okay. I'm writing it down.
Gross.
Hey, sometimes the
So
gross bets, you got to take them. I mean, who's taking
yep.
that?
Right.
Wizards, Knicks, Pacers, Raptors. I got nothing on. Bucks are, if, again, do you have anything on those?
Um Toronto. But again, it's just gross.
Yeah.
Why did I like Toronto? I think Indy in that bad spot. Played last night. Now I had to travel to Toronto. I'm not gonna play Toronto, but it's a lean.
Yeah, it's a weird line, and then again another weird line, but I think it's just because it's the Bucks. They're home against the Rockets. Rockets are 10-4. Bucks are 4-9. Bucks are a 3.5 point favorite. Again, I wouldn't look too much into that just because it is Milwaukee, and they're probably better than the record is, but I couldn't tell you much from those teams. And then that just leaves the 3 games: Magic, Suns, Hawks, Kings, Clippers, Warriors. I got nothing in any of those.
Yeah, so I actually have a pretty strong lean on the Bucks, but like you said, I just don't know if they're favored because people are still expecting them to be what we think they should be, and I believe Dame is back as well. So yeah, I'll probably end up staying away from the Bucks. And that's kind of my fear on the Sixers too, that people are just maybe they're not as good as what they have been, and I don't know. I'll be on them though. I do like, and I've actually already bet the Warriors -5. And this is Warriors. They played on Tuesday at home. They played on Friday at home, and now they have this game. So only 3 games in a week. This is a road game for them. The Clippers uh, just played yesterday. It was at home, but it was their tonight will be their third game in 4 nights. They were in Houston on Friday, so uh, rust advantage for the Warriors. And then really my biggest thing that I'm looking for here, Warriors are 10-2 on the season, and their first loss of the year and one of their only 2 losses was against the Clippers back in their third game. So I think when you're 10-2, those losses stick out a little bit, and you want to kind of get the revenge on them. So, yeah, I think the Warriors with the rest advantage and kind of the quote unquote revenge. It's probably my favorite NBA play of the day.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Aaron's in the comments. I'll join you on the Sixers. I'll also be on the Kings money line and -3.5 tonight. And that is the Kings versus the Hawks at 10 p.m. as well. So if all your bets are going to crap, we do have some late night NBA, late night. I think the Red Wings play late tonight. Late night
They do.
NHL, late night college basketball. So I don't hate the Kings. I haven't looked again. Actually, I usually just sit at my computer all day and look at bets to lose. But today I actually did do some work. So I wasn't at my computer. So I just got home. But yeah. I mean, I can't take the Hawks unless they have everyone out and then they're the best team in the league. But
Right.
yeah, I don't hate that, Aaron. Quickly, let's go over to the NHL. These games, we have a couple games starting in 12 minutes here. Um, I've actually been, for whatever reason, I've been doing very well in the NHL, and I've been keeping it really light. I know you were on the Preds last night. I was on the Preds last night. Again, just a fishy line. Preds had the worst record. Were away, and it was a pick 'em. I think the Preds ultimately ended as a favorite in that game, so it was just a weird spread. I do think the Preds are kind of borderline one of those decent teams, just because they got Stamkos, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, so maybe that's why they've been getting a little bit of traction. But yeah, I've been seeing the NHL for some reason pretty well. And again, my I haven't had any bets. Probably won't. I don't love the slate tonight. My one lean tonight would be Utah Hockey Club at the money line at the -120. Again, they're playing the Capitals. Capitals, another one of those teams that I think are not as good as their record indicates, but still a 12-4 team against a 7-7 Utah team, and Utah's favored. I understand they're at home, but a little bit of a fishy line there. Again, it's probably because the Caps are surprising everyone, but Utah will be my one lean. I'm probably going to get involved on the Red Wings as well, just because um, they're due for a win, but also this team's poverty this year. So don't know if I'm going to get involved. That is the nightcap at 10:30. That is the latest of the lates. So again, if you are in piss, you do have the Red Wings to tuck you in. Cam's in the comments. What's the bets tonight, please? Red Wings on the money line. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me you're on the Wings. What I don't. Yeah, we'll get into NFL shortly here. But is there any NHL that you like tonight, Ethan?
Yeah, there's four plays I like. Um, yeah, those two. I'm right there with you. Utah have not locked it in, but I think I will. I'm already on the Wings, locked them in earlier this morning. So got the Wings -145, I believe. Um, yeah, I won't elaborate too much, but they really need that win and kind of a bad spot for the Sharks. You mentioned everything on Utah, why I like them. I've noticed you're on a nice run to start the NHL year, and I've noticed a lot of your plays line up with that Utah fishy line. So I've kind of started doing that, following in your path because I'm already getting killed in hockey. Um, so I will probably be on Utah, and then I just locked in Boston in regulation against the Jackets. That game starts in 10 minutes. I got that -110 at FanDuel, but um, yeah, I just think Boston is off back-to-back losses, a tough overtime loss on Saturday against the Blues. Back home here, well, they were home on Saturday as well, but um, Jackets are playing their third and four nights here on the road. Had to travel over yesterday from Montreal to Boston, so ultimately I think Boston's just way better at home, needing a bounce back in regulation -110. I liked that, and then I lean the Stars. Um, you're probably gonna have to take a -1.5. I'm not sure what the regulation line. Never mind. I'm not touching it. I think that was -170. So I'm not touching the Stars game. I'll just take the three.
I saw the Stars spread. At least this morning when I was quickly in bed looking at the lines, it was -2.5 on the puck line there.
Oh, jeez.
Again, I'll never take that. But yeah, just going again. I do think the Stars are one of the best teams in the NHL. I can't say the same thing about the Capitals, but similar record. The Capitals actually have one more win. And again, Ducks and Utah slightly, similar records as well. The Ducks are 6-8, Utah 7-7. I guess Utah is at home. The Ducks are on the road, but again, very similar games. Lines completely different. You have one team
Yep.
where Utah is 7-7, which is the favorite -120, and then you have the Ducks who are plus 340. So again, I do think the Stars are much better than the Capitals. The Stars are also at home, but you can kind of see the thought process of why we or why I like Utah and why I like those ugly lines. But do you have any other sports you want to touch on before we get into this god awful Monday night game?
That's it.
Okay, so just a quick recap. Some big spreads in college basketball. If you guys do want to get involved, I believe it was fading uh, Iowa State and Auburn.
Auburn. Yep.
Auburn, Iowa State. In NBA, Sixers on the spread is a unanimous bet that me and Ethan both like. And then into the NHL, uh, Utah, Detroit, and the Bruins in regulation here. Aaron in the comments, U.S. men's national team plays tonight against Jamaica. I've got their money line in some parlays, and I'm on USA clean sheet -105. What time does that start, Aaron? Because I'm trying anything I can to not bet this NFL game, even though I'm going to get involved. I just whatever side I pick, it's going to lose. U.S. men's national team. Okay, I like it. I like it. Clean sheet -105. Again, know nothing about hockey, but or sorry, soccer, but I know a lot about supposedly a lot about the NFL, and this game has me absolutely in a in a brain fart, I guess. Texans Cowboys at Dallas. Dallas is +7 now. Over unders 41.5. No Dak. Cowboys suck. Texans off an emotional loss against Detroit. What are we thinking here? Sorry, Ben's in the comments. Let's go Texans on all of Noel's picks and Wings money line, Boston and Washington. Besides Washington, we're going to be on Utah, but I like everything else.
Yep.
Or I'm probably going to be on Utah.
I hate this game moved to 7.5. It's kind of what I was waiting for all day, but now that it's there, I hate taking 7.5 points, but it's I would never lay 7.5 with Houston in this game. No
No,
chance in hell. So yeah, if I'm playing it, it's gonna be Dallas, and unfortunately I'm probably playing it. I don't know. They couldn't have looked any worse. I don't know. I'm playing
I'm
Dallas.
I'm in the same exact spot. It's if you're going to bet this game, it 100% has to be Dallas. CD, according to ESPN, I don't know if you have any updated thing on this. He's still questionable with a back. Um, I'm assuming he's probably going to play. That's going to be my guess. He's probably going to play. I haven't looked at Twitter at all. I kind of am looking at some player props and I kind of looking at player prop touchdowns for Dallas. Obviously
Yep.
the easy bet is Dowdle. But I really want to get involved on either Tolbert or Turpin, the wide receivers for Dallas, to score. I really like Tolbert quite a bit, and I think he's like +600 to score. And I think it's way too good of odds with CD or without CD. I just think it's way too good of odds to. I don't know. And it's Cooper Rush, who really didn't look great. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm going. I probably am going to get involved on Dallas. But I do think there's a lot of value on Cowboys touchdown scorers that are not named CeeDee Lamb or Rico Dowdle.
I'm not gonna lie, I like CD to score +220.
Is it really? Oh, plus
And the nice
260 on FanDuel.
wow, I'm betting it. And I gotta say, I had CD to score last week, and no sun in his eyes here in the night game, so that could help us there.
Just stadium
Uh,
lights.
yeah, I like CD to score. I'm gonna bet it.
Yeah. I'll quickly go over. I was looking at the last game, the only game we have with Cooper Rush. CD had 6 catches for 21 yards, but 10 targets on there. So a lot of quick catches. The leading receiver for Dallas was Ferguson with 24 yards. but with 4 catches, 5 targets. Tolbert had 5 targets. Jalen Brooks, I don't even know who that is, had 4 targets. So even with Cooper Rush, CD still got targeted. His yards didn't line up, but 10 targets is still quite a bit for anyone. I kind of want to look at Cooper Rush's previous last year. Did he play last year or 2 years ago? What year did he play quite a bit?
2 years ago,
Okay,
if not even three.
2 years
Yeah,
ago.
I
Yeah.
actually today was looking at Cooper Rush over or 175 plus passing, which I like
Ooh.
quite a bit. And well, nah.
Again, take this for what you will. This is 2022, the last time Cooper started, where he started multiple games. He beat the Bengals with 235 passing yards, beat the Giants with 215, beat the Commanders with 223, beat the Rams with 102, beat the Eagles with 181. God, I kind of like 175 for a good little parlay piece there.
Yeah. Honestly, 175 and a passing tutty. I'm gonna
Yeah, he has
calculate real quick.
passing touchdown every start except that Rams game where, again, he only had 102 yards. I don't really, and they won that game. So it's probably a run heavy game.
175 and a touchdown plus 126.
What's a CD touchdown then added
If you
on to
add it,
that?
oh boy, now we're cooking. No, we're not. Plus 400.
Okay. It's probably because
Oh, because
his touchdown's gonna be
right.
CD. We have Cam with Dalton Schultz first touchdown. That would also be his first of the year. Cooper Rush first touchdown rushing from Ben. I don't. Did he have any rush yards last game?
I
Two
think
for
he
two.
did.
2 for 2. Oh God, I like that quite a bit. I might be on. I like the. I don't like it, but again, the bet has to be Dallas if you're gonna take a spread. Honestly, the bet should be stay the hell away from this game, but I can't do that. So I kind of.
Yeah,
I like. Yeah.
I'm gonna be on Dallas plus the points. I'm gonna be on CD, and then I'm gonna take that 175. I don't know if
Okay.
I'll just
What did
take that
he only had
straight
like
up.
60 last game too.
Yeah,
He had 60 or 45. Oh, he played
yeah,
quite a bit in Atlanta. I didn't realize that. He had 115 and a touchdown that Atlanta game. Did Dak is that the game Dak went out at?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Cooper.
I like it. I don't think I'm gonna do the. I think I'm just gonna take it straight up at 125 though, minus 125.
Ben has Mingo touchdown. I don't even know who that is. Is that the
Yeah.
is that the
That's
Panther?
yeah.
He's on Dallas now?
I'll wish you luck with that, Ben. Has he scored ever?
I don't even he doesn't even he must have just got traded. I don't even see a stat out here.
He
Jonathan
did.
Mingo. No, he did not this year. And not last year. 0 touchdowns for Mingo.
Yeah, I don't think he has an NFL.
Nope.
Hey, I don't hate it.
I'm gonna
New
take
team.
Tolbert touchdown. Cooper Rush's 1 touchdown this year was to Tolbert. Does that mean absolutely anything? No. Nope. But I like him quite a bit. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take Cooper Rush. The passing yards, I'm gonna withhold on this passing touchdowns because I don't really think that adds anything if I take a wide receiver to score. I'm gonna take
Right.
Tolbert touchdown, and then I might do like Nico yards or something. Actually, I hate that. Maybe Tank Dell yards. I think you could get a discount on Tank Dell right now with Nico being back. I think he's probably pretty good odds right now.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get him. Doesn't really have a whole lot of yards this year. I'll maybe take like Nico 40 plus or 50 plus. Yeah, I'm gonna do a same game parlay if you guys can't tell that I'm cooking up here. I can't just I'm doing everything I can to not take Dallas on the +7. But don't twist my arm. I could just add that into another leg, but I really don't want to.
Yeah, wow.
But
Why am I just in love now with this Cooper Rush passing prop? Like, why do I feel like he's going to get 300 yards?
I don't hate it. I mean, terrible game last game. Could not have been worse.
Couldn't have been.
Also, I don't know. I feel like it was a good spot for Philly, bad spot for Dallas. I don't know. I would not be surprised if it's a very similar score to last week. Like
Yeah,
that
I
would
do like
not
the under.
shock me in the slightest.
Yeah,
I like the under as well. There's no way in hell I'm getting involved again after last night, but I don't hate
I
it at
don't
all.
blame you.
God, why? I mean, I should have known that he does have one game. He started 2021, or no, he has one game in 2021 on Halloween. He was 24 for 40 with 325 and 2 touchdowns.
That was against the Vikings, wasn't it?
Yep.
I remember that game.
Am I excited for Cooper Rush versus Tommy DeVito on things? Is DeVito on the Giants still?
Uh-huh.
But is
Getting the
Danny
start.
Danny Dimes benched?
Yep.
I'm glad they paid that guy. Yes, I am very excited for that game. Just kidding.
I'm excited for DeVito this week.
Who does he got?
Don't even know.
Dude, Danny Dimes is. I have no idea why they paid that man. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Let me see. Let me see who he threw the ball to in this 300-yard game. Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson. Yeah, that's identical to who Tolbert is this year. Don't even know who that is, but God, yeah, I know as soon as I don't take Tolbert, it's gonna hit. So, also I'm clowning. Don't take any of these if not obvious. Oh, he has Cooper 70 rushing yards. Cooper Rush 70 rushing yards. Okay. I mean, don't twist my arm, Ben. I'll take him in a heartbeat.
All it takes is one.
It only takes one. I do have to see how my Michigan props are doing. I don't think very well. I've seen worse starts.
Well, they pulled away a little bit. Those pesky MAC schools, man. I thought Sparty was going to lose on Saturday.
Who they play again?
Bowling Green. Pulled away, won by 14, but God, it was late.
Aaron has Dallas longest field goal on DraftKings plus like longest field goal in the game. Really? That seems pretty free.
I don't know. That Fairbairn was.
He's banging him pretty far.
He was against Chicago. He missed against Detroit.
I'm probably
I don't
maybe
hate
just
it, though.
is there just a prop where like longest field goal over like 48 yards or something?
I think so.
I'm gonna probably get involved with that because why the hell not? Let's see if the one thing I hate about FanDuel, I think FanDuel does have the best odds like in the touchdown market, but like they limit you to what you can same game parlay. It's stupid. DraftKings, you can same game parlay pretty much everything, and it's cool with it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even
47 and a half longest field goal made. I like that.
Is that a trap?
Why does that feel so? Like if you just bet that blind every game, you'd make money.
Yeah. I was on it once this year, and it was 46 and a half, and they hit it like in the first drive, 52 yards or something.
Really?
Yeah. But again, it just kind of seems, I don't know. Like, did Detroit have a 50-yarder this week? Yeah, they did. Bates had one, right? Didn't he have
I
like
don't know if it was 50.
Hmm.
Let's see. He had a field goal and it was, well, Jags had a 59-yarder. So that hit right there.
Damn, did not know that.
Did they really have a 59-yarder?
I don't remember that at all. Maybe at the end of the game.
It was allegedly the kick that put him up 3-0.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Also, what
Yeah,
are we?
Bates was 4.
What are we doing not taking the Monty, Gibbs, Brock Wright, Amon Ra, uh,
JMO.
JMO touchdown
Yeah.
parlay?
Yeah. I looked
I
at
was
Brock Wright's score yesterday.
So
I
did
was
I,
pretty
and
bummed.
I was like, this is so obvious. I'm not taking it. And of course, he scores. Of course, Amon Ra 2, David Montgomery 2, Gibbs scored, JMO scored. It's the same crap against Tennessee, kind of. All the guys
Yeah.
scored.
Why do I feel like shortest field goal under, or wait. Oh. Yeah, shortest field goal made over 26.5. Like, I feel like they
That
never
puts you on
kick.
the 5 yard line. No. Oh,
Basically.
7 yard line, 10 yard line. No, I don't know. I can't do the
9.
math. Yeah.
I'm not playing it.
So far, I have Cooper Rush 175 and Tolbert touchdown. That is plus 770, and we're just getting started. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I need to go lock in the Sixers quick and then start it up.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take Tank Dell. Receiving yards. Let's do 40 plus. That's plus 1209. See, draft or FanDuel only has the boost where it's a live boost, and that's just trash. Like, why am I going to do a live boost?
Right.
You can't even parlay. Or you might be able to, but it locks every 20-yard reception. What's Tolbert at? I don't know why I like Tolbert this week, but or tonight. Just got a gut feeling. Gut
I
feeling
like
on
it.
Tolbert.
Looks like if you want the Sixers, they're dropping. They're down to 3.5. Mother.
What is Ben say? Brevin Span -Ford anytime touchdown plus 4250. I don't even know who that. I don't know what team. Is he a fullback? Could be a fullback. Seems like
When he
fullback odds.
scores,
When he scores
you're
first,
goaded.
too.
Yeah.
All right. Where's my boy Tolbert? Oh, and Embiid's playing. Just got a notification.
Uh,
Did you already lock it in?
nope. That would explain why that moved. Well, in that case, I might be off the Sixers.
Yeah, I don't blame you in the slightest.
Yep, I'm off. Just riding the Warriors -5.
Tolbert's going to swear. I prefer the live boost to all the same game boost with restrictions on legs and total odds. That's fair, but can you like the problem is I only do my boost on same game parlays. Can you like even do a live? I guess you could do a live parlay, but I feel like the odds shut down. Third string tight end is who he is, Ben. Well, of course, I start Kraft in my fantasy team, and he had 0 points with 0 receptions for 0 yards. And Taysom Hill is just staring at me on the waiver wire with 3 freaking touchdowns, including a 75-yard rushing touchdown at the end of the game. So that's on me for not picking up Taysom. But
I had a league where I put up here. Let me get this right. I finally had a good fantasy week. My first one of the entire year. After I've basically sworn it off, but I have 173.58 points. Still have Rico Dowdle to play, and I had Taysom on my bench, so that could have been a 200 burger pretty easily.
yeah, is it too obvious to take Mixon for 100? Dallas have
What
a
are the odds?
I don't know. I'm just looking at his game log is every game he has 100 except Chicago and Detroit.
Hmm.
But what is that? I know Dallas's defense is swish frickin' cheese. What did Saquon have? Saquon only had 66. Bijan 86. The Gurendo for San Fran 85. Montgomery 80. Maybe we'll take him 80 plus. That sounds good. He's at 90. His line's 91 and a half. I'm going to take 80 plus. I hate it. Do I? I love it.
Ooh, okay. Other than today, I've been locking my plays in early. So relieving. I know you were doing that too for a while.
Yeah, it gets rid of the crap before the anxiety before a game starts.
Yeah.
There's no worse feeling.
And then I feel like 3 minutes before the game starts, I get FOMO, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. And that loses. And I'm like, well, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So okay, need to go bet Utah. Embiid playing. That's probably for the better to keep me off of that game.
Wow, Mixon's minus 170 to score. I mean, he's going to score. I'm just going to add it. Why not? Oh, I'm getting crazy here. See, this is what happens. Would I like Travis Kelce? No. I'm fine. Thank you, Cam.
In fantasy?
Yeah. I feel like this should be more. Cooper Rush, 175. Tolbert, touchdown. Tank Dell, 40. Mixon, touchdown. Is plus 1888. You know what? I might as well just add one more leg.
Might as well.
This $20 is just gonna get lit up in flames. Does Zeke want to score a touchdown today?
No. No, he does not. After that goal line carry a week or two ago, he's not even getting a chance.
Oh, is Micah
Or
Parsons back?
that goal. Parsons is in.
Oh. I usually don't bet defensive tackles, but I don't hate it. I mean, it's hard to argue Parsons over 2.5. This is from Ben on Underdog, but yeah, I mean, it's honestly just a coin flip to me. I don't know.
Here's my issue with Parsons is I've seen that guy just quit. Like when I had a defensive player of the year future on him and he just quit mid-season. And the way Dallas's trajectory is going, I'm fearful.
Yeah. What is his reception? I might do Tank Dell receptions instead of receiving yards. If it's at 4, I'm gonna do it. Tank Dell receptions 4. Ugh, minus 174. That's ass.
Jeez.
I'm there. No, I'm just gonna do the 40 plus. What is the 40 plus? I mean, I wish I could just burn this money and not even think about it. Because I'm gonna be sweating it all game. It's gonna be close. Tolbert will probably score early, and then I'm cooked.
Right.
Okay, I do need one more leg. I don't see any kicking props on this little son of a gun. Yep. Cowboys total points. Can't say I'm in love with that.
How many?
16 and a half. I mean, it's a good number, but I don't love it. Parsons is minus 130 to get a sack. That's
Really?
what are you doing? Okay. I guess. Well, what's Stroud's passing yards? He's gonna get it right. Ugh, what am I doing? Get Mixon out of there. Nope, get Mixon back in there. Mixon touchdown, and then we're just gonna do like Ferguson. No, that's trash. Where's my boy CD? CD Lamb. Touchdown.
Yep, I'm betting CD touchdown right now.
All right, there it is. Oh boy, that really changed the odds.
What are we looking at?
This is $20 to win 1350.
That would do.
Yep. Is that just a waste of money though?
That could
Nope.
give us some fun money for Saturday.
I sent it.
Okay.
There it is, 5-legger. Cooper Rush 175, Tolbert touchdown, Mixon touchdown, CD touchdown, Tank 40 plus. It's a lot of touchdowns for a game. I think it's going to end 17 to 6. But we will see. We will see. Any good place to find promos for Underdog? Yes, Ben, there is. If you check out, I believe we have links in our YouTube description, and over on Better and Green, we have links to DraftKings, our friends at DraftKings, Underdog. I think Sleeper is on there. So good links for some sportsbook promos there. That was my mom, Cameron. Chase, what is up, my man? Okay, sorry, we've been cooking up some parlays. I might as well just throw that money out and never see it again. But cooked up a little parlay for me. Cooper Rush 175, Tolbert, Mixon, CD, touchdowns, Tank Dell 40 yards. That's my play for the day. I do think the correct play is Cowboys on the spread, but I don't really feel like getting involved on that. In the NHL, I like Utah and Detroit. And that's kind of all I got. What do you like, Ethan, before we sign off here?
Yeah, I'm currently on Boston Bruins in regulation. That game started 20 minutes ago. I'm on Utah money line for hockey, Red Wings money line. I am on Golden State -5. I'm going to be on Dallas +7.5, CD anytime, and Cooper Rush 175 plus passing yards.
I love it. I love it. Make sure you do follow us over on Twitter. We do post our plays over there every single day, win or lose. Again, not the greatest of games tonight, but we do have another great weekend of NFL coming up. College basketball is rolling. College football is coming down to the end. Yes. We're coming down to the end of college football, but it is getting entertaining here. We do have a big game, Ohio State, Indiana this weekend. Me and Ethan will be at the Michigan Northwestern game for Michigan's bowl eligibility. And again, make sure you do check out Better and Green. We cover all major sports. We will have some more videos coming out for you guys. So make sure you do check out Better Green. We post most of our stuff over here on YouTube, but follow us on all of our socials. We really appreciate it. Ethan, do you have anything to add before we sign out here?
No, yeah, we'll be in attendance at Michigan game on Saturday, so looking forward to that. Stay tuned. We'll probably have some content and some ridiculous bets for that game. So looking forward to it. But no, hope everyone makes some money tonight. Hope you make $1,300 tonight.
Yes, if I make $1,300, it's all going on Samaj Morgan, who little Michigan guy touchdown. On Saturday. He's due. He's due for a touchdown. But we appreciate you guys. Good luck tonight. And hopefully you guys can all win some money. We will see you on Thursday for a Thursday night football.